than that. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger
Two
than
heads.
your melon.
Two heads.
Two heads. Two heads. But yeah, he's big, man.
Definitely bigger than your squash.
They put him on that. They put that football helmet on him in the dugout and at Polar Park. So
Do you want to explain to the audience? Want to hold it up again in frame, and maybe Jake explains what we're seeing here?
Yeah. So in frame here we have Liam holding up his Woo Sox smiley bobblehead, or no, excuse me, plush. It's not. It's a plushie, not a bobblehead. Plushie. It's about the size, I would say, of two heads, two average heads, plus its limbs, of course.
That's him wrestling the mic.
That's him speaking. And he's wearing. He's actually wearing a red hat. Believe it or not.
Yeah, we might have to Steven Tyler bleep that with what Smiley just said, rubbing into the microphone.
That's interesting.
Smiley!
When they decide to give him, because my bobblehead is a blue hat.
Yeah, because you've got the Smiley bobblehead straight up.
Maybe they're leaning into his beliefs with the red
hat. Even like the real mascot, he wears a blue hat, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, if we're talking Smiley merch, if you give me a second, I got to throw on my Woo Sox hat. You guys keep talking. Okay. I got to switch up my Red Sox hat for my Woo Sox hat.
Fitz is getting sent down. Fitz is getting sent down.
But have to say, maybe my finest purchase ever.
What'd that run you? If you're comfortable,
$25. $25.
Wow, that's mint.
No brainer
for a plush that size. You kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, does he have a red hat on there, Fitz?
Yes, he does.
Oh, he does. So on the logo, he has a red hat. So that's interesting.
No white font on it, as far as we can tell.
Yeah.
Could just be a straight up red hat.
Very interesting.
Red bill. So just we're just laying the facts out there, folks.
Well, my friends, how are you? How are my friends?
Good. How's everyone's Memorial Day?
Oh, the holiday itself was
good
fun
until that team in green ruined it,
which we'll get into. We'll get into those fucking
frauds at TD Garden.
God, they fucking send a nuclear bomb to Causeway Street. That entire setup that they've got going on there. Someone said it might be the seats at the Garden.
I think it is the seats.
100%.
Nothing good has happened in that place since the seats got changed.
Do we want to put a pin in it and talk about that later? We'll dive into the good team in Boston, the fantastic team, the number 9 team in MLB's power rankings. That team located in Boston.
Can we just say, why are we lower than the Diamondbacks when we took they're 8 and we're 9, and we just took the series from them? Good question.
2-1. We also just got swept by a team not even on the list whatsoever.
Yeah, maybe that probably had.
You know what I mean? So it's
I'll be honest with how cold the offense has been. I was pleasantly surprised to see them in the top 10 of couple power rankings yesterday.
I probably would have put them on the fringe top 10. I don't know if I'd put them.
Who was 10? We were 9, and then who was 10? Do we know off the top of our heads?
Let me pull it up.
While Liam pulls it up, let's introduce ourselves, perhaps,
Seattle.
as we always do,
Seattle,
right?
who we also beat.
Well, Seattle, we found that there. So, anyways, I'm Sam Travis, a.k.a. Fitz. I'm joined by Smiley's biological father, as we just outlined there, Liam, and Jalen Brown's left hand, a.k.a. Jake. Together, we are Pod on Lansdowne. Thank you for tuning in for another installment this week. Dive right into the Red Sox stuff. Pretty shitty week of Red Sox baseball. But again, a week.
Midweek.
2-4 is shitty. 2-4 shitty.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Well,
I was
sweep
trying to remember if Seattle, if there was any of those Seattle games inside the week. 4 and 5 road trip, though, which I'll take. A West Coast road trip, I'll take.
Yeah, it felt like a really long road trip. Let's be honest.
It did feel like
5.
They have 2 off days in there, too.
Yeah, that's probably especially why, because we're recording Tuesday night. They were off Monday night. Do they go out west again? Because they're going to have to go to Oakland at some point, right?
They do. I think it's sometime in July.
They'll have to go to Seattle.
No, we were just...
Were we just in Seattle?
We were just in Seattle.
Really?
Wait. Were we?
No, Seattle was here.
No, we were in San Diego.
We were in San Diego.
Yeah, we were in San Diego.
Gosh, that's right.
That series feels like a lifetime ago.
It does.
What?
Yeah, that Saturday night drubbing and then the Corey Kluber disaster class, that was decades ago, as far as I'm concerned. I'm a new man at this point. It's an entirely new man. Jake typing furiously at his keyboard right now. It sounds like a hacker in a movie.
I was doom.
Very-
I've been doom posting about the Celtics all day.
Their July schedule is bizarre.
Let's hear it. What's that July schedule like?
All right, so they
I'll be
open
there
up
in
the
Chicago.
month. Yeah, so if we're talking post All-Star break, it's fucking weird. They go to Chicago to open up the second half. Then they go to Oakland for 3. But then they come
Mets, right?
Then they come back to play the Mets for 3. They have the Braves for 2. And then they go back to San Francisco and Seattle.
Ooh, ouch.
That's just pile together the West Coast stuff.
That's
fucking
weird. Brutal.
Or start out in Chicago, where middle of the country time wise, go back out west and then come east. I don't know.
After that though, the farthest west they go is
Texas.
I don't know, Texas or Houston. I don't know which one is technically further
I think
west.
Texas would be further west because Houston's more east in Texas.
Houston is actually in Texas, Fitz.
I meant like the Texas Rangers, Arlington, smartass.
Oh.
Got him.
Smart Alec.
Ow! Smart Alec. That's a top 5 dad phrase there. Don't be a wise Alec. Weird schedule and weird road trip in general. Because I think he had some anomalies. We can get right into the baseball talk now. Not that we weren't already just talking about baseball, but the real nitty gritty of the baseball talk. 2-4 road trip, like we had just said. Overall, bleh road trip, like we just said. Long road trip. The big takeaway, one of the big takeaways I have of it.
Fitz, I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt you, but the road trip was 4 and 5.
4 and 5. The week was 2-4. The road trip was 4 and 5.
Yeah, which does sound a little better. 4 and 5 road
also
trip.
still bleh. The point is, the offense has kind of been dog shit recently.
Yes, it is.
What's going on?
I'm pretty sure. Is Rafael Devers? Does Rafael Devers exist anymore?
Yeah, we might have a problem.
We need to put out like
we might have a problem on our hands.
So put him on a milk carton or something.
So
right,
let's
get into this.
I'm not worried long term.
No,
I don't think it's over or anything.
No, I still think this is a good offense.
He's been awfully quiet.
You want to talk? Yeah, you want to talk about small sample sizes. I will take the bigger sample size of nearly 2 months of work, where the offense was looking pretty damn good, as opposed to just this last, call it, week and a half, where it's been outwardly bad. I mean, they've only had 2 games where they've scored more than 2 runs since that Saturday in San Diego against the Dads, and one of those games was 3 runs. So you know what I mean? That's not really, that just barely qualifies as more than 2 runs, literally just by 1. Numbers are fun, but yeah, it's just frustrating right now because you know what the offense is capable of, but it's I don't know what's your guys' takeaway from it. It's just just frustrating. Not over like Jake said. Definitely not over. Not worried in the long term. Just fucking frustrating right now.
It just kind of feels like, I mean, Duran's kind of cooled off. That hasn't helped. Yeah. Devers outside of the two home runs in San Diego. He was quiet the rest of that road trip.
He was just flexing for his boy Xander that night.
Yeah, that's right.
He's just excited.
Freaking fun.
I don't know. I mean, things do feel kind of thin right now. Now that everyone's cold. There's not like one guy I can look at right now. Unless I'm mistaken, where like, oh, like he's hitting right now. Like that's good. That's promising.
Let me think.
In spite of all this, like Devers, like his average exit velocity on the year is still 94th percentile. He's not like striking out at an absurd rate. His xWOBA is still 81st, still pretty good. Rolling xWOBA over the past 50 ABs, not great, not superstar level, but still north of like league average or so. It's not like he's completely struggling. It's just not coming together on the surface level. There are times where he's flexing too hard. Like when he came up with the bases loaded on Sunday and was swinging out of his ass as always.
Just take a pitch every now and again.
You're allowed to. Yeah, you're allowed to not swing. When you're in
those situations, like it looks like he's always pressing when
and he's not walking
on base
much at all, which is
I'm looking at his game logs since the 2 home runs in San Diego. He has 2 hits,
2?
No walks. Yeah, he is.
Well, he's meant to.
Oh yeah,
not
he
to-
also sat a couple games.
Yeah,
too.
he's been out for a
That's
few
true.
games.
Yeah, he was.
True.
What was he? Was he sick or?
Friday and Saturday he missed in Arizona.
I thought it was like his hamstring or something.
That might
his
have
pet
been
rock
it.
died or something.
Who was I thinking that was under the weather? Was it Sale?
No, Sale?
Yes, Sale was sick for his start. He gutted it out.
Well, yeah, still good.
So-
if that's the case.
Yeah.
I mean, if the hammy's bothering him, then I mean, I'll just chalk it up to that. Quite honestly, but I mean, I'm just glad they're home. I feel like they've been gone for so long.
Yeah, get some home cook in here.
When will my Red Sox return from war?
Tonight, actually, as a matter of
Yeah,
fact.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's Bayo night.
Well,
My
you know
ace.
what? One guy who Casas really is coming around, and it's obvious.
Yeah.
Just watching every night, it's like, okay, he's there. I think one of the Arizona games, he barreled 3 balls in. I think it was 2 doubles and a 405-foot fly out or something.
Yeah, yeah. And again, he has been seeing the ball well. It's not like
I think he's hitting like 290 in May or something around there. So
get Liam the stat guy on that.
So I think
I'm
by
on it.
let's say by 4th of July, those stats are gonna look good. I mean, actually outside of his average, his stats actually are like okay at this point. They're not what you want.
And again, he's still young. He's not going to jump out and be, this all-star caliber sort of a hitter right away. I don't know if anyone completely expected that. I know a lot of people picked him to be Rookie of the Year. But again, progression is not always linear. The one thing about Casas that kind of irks me a little bit is that he's almost sometimes too passive.
Yeah,
Like,
he is.
I feel like that was his issue in April. Where
He needs
like,
a little bit
just,
more
like,
of that.
swing at some pitches.
He needs a little bit to be a little bit more aggressive, like a Devers, whereas Devers needs to take a little bit more like a Casas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There
They should
was
trade
a
notes.
There
They
was
should
a
trade
3-2
notes.
count. Yeah, there was a 3-2 count, I believe, Sunday afternoon, and it wasn't like right down the middle, but it definitely caught the corner low and away on Casas, and he just took that and he thought it was a walk. Like, you gotta swing at something if it's close enough there, Tristan. You gotta try to keep the line moving, and I think that ended the inning. Again, he has a fantastic discipline, all things considered, a great eye, all things considered, but it almost gets to the point with him where he's too passive. Like, it's okay, you can attack this pitch here, Tristan. It may not be the perfect pitch, but you could turn on this, you could do something with this.
Yeah.
This hat is
yeah.
way too tight on me, by the way. I gotta stretch this bad boy
All right,
out.
Fitz, take it off. Fitz.
You know what annoys me with New Era? Not all of their sizes are made the same.
Not consistent.
It's not
No.
It
consistent
really
at all.
isn't.
That Red Sox hat over there fits me like a glove. 7 1/4. This is 7 1/4. I feel like
I don't buy fitteds.
way too tight.
I'm strictly a snapback or a adjustable.
I love fitted. When a fitted fits well.
When
it is
it's
properly fitted.
true. When it does fit well.
Yeah,
Buddy,
high
it's-
upside. You're talking about a very volatile but very high upside hat. So keep talking. I'm gonna lose fucking airflow to my noggin in 5 minutes if I don't take this off.
Or he's
I
gonna pass out.
was trying to look up Casas's Savant page, but Savant is acting up.
What's being an issue? I have
Yeah.
his splits by month.
Oh yeah, what
hold up.
are we looking at?
So-
April to May. Let's hear it.
Legitimately
Yeah.
feels like $1 million right now. Like that feels so. Oh my god. Oh,
No,
I
you
can
look
breathe.
great. You look
Yes.
great.
Thank you.
So April for Tristan, 25 games. The average was 133. The on base was 283. The OPS was 576. The OPS plus was 61. In May, 21 games though. The average is now 277. The on base was
I'll take that.
360.
I'll take
The
that.
OPS was 822.
Yeah,
and the OPS
I mean,
plus was 124.
I'll take that
So,
every day of the week.
completely-
and twice on Sunday.
Complete 180 on what he
Yeah.
was up to in April. I mean, he walked less in May. He walked 9 times compared to 16 in April.
That's
but-
a lot of walks. 16
but
walks is
he-
a lot of walks.
Yeah,
in
but
the
he
first place.
struck out less this month too. He struck out
All right.
27 times in April. Struck out 20 times in May. So
I mean, this sounds silly framing it like this, but the stats on the right now, he sucked for half of the year. So they're not going to look great just looking at his slash line today on May 30th. But that's a solid month. That month of May.
yeah.
Coming
You can
around.
build around something like that.
Yeah.
You're getting that every month?
I mean, he started
from your
started to feel Bobby breathing down his neck.
Yeah,
Hitting
the Worcester
500
Wonder.
foot bombs every night.
The Worcester Wonder.
And Turner's hitting the ball well. I still trust Verdugo to put together an overall very productive season. This lineup has too many guys for it to be consistently bad, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, the entire offense, all things considered, all together right now is not getting the job done. But I expect Water to go back to finding its level with that. I'm not really fully worried about that. It's just a nuisance right now. That's all. It's a big time nuisance.
I think Trevor Story's going to do wonders for the squad.
For real. It sounds like Duval's starting his rehab assignment tonight, isn't he?
He most certainly is. Jake told me that. I missed that. I didn't see that right away.
And since we've recorded, Cora did say that Story is trying to come back as a shortstop, which we won, folks.
Now we're cooking.
We are cooking.
Please and thank you. I mean, that's the whole point of getting the surgery. Everyone's like, well, what about his arm? What about his arm? The whole point is to make sure that the arm is fine. And even if the arm isn't a fucking BB, he's still got the range, he's still got the agility, he's still got the general fielding skills to get to a lot of balls. He's good up the middle defensively. If he doesn't have a cannon, okay, but I still would trust him enough to make his fair share of throws over to first. So he doesn't even have to completely hit the ground running. I think a lot of people on offense, by the time he does get back, can pick him up. But the sooner you get him ready to go, the better, and all the more deeper that makes this lineup.
Speaking of shortstops, not really related to the big club, but Marcelo Meyer, Portland Sea Dog.
Yes, he is.
That's
Take
very
a trip
exciting.
out to Hadlock Field this summer,
That's
friends.
I'm absolutely going to get up there this summer now. Totally.
Yeah.
That's very exciting. I mean, he's on quite a trajectory. No?
Remember, like 2 weeks into the minor league season, I was like, "Oh, they're actually having a bad year right now." He kind of thinks.
Yeah. I mean, he's 100% on pace for that mid to late summer debut next year.
Yeah, we'll see him by Labor Day next year.
I didn't think they'd call him up to Portland for another month or something. I was surprised it came when it did. But clearly, I mean, yeah, he solved single A. His stats were pretty gaudy at the end there.
And this will be a big test. Double A is where you really start to, where the cream really starts to rise to the crop here in Double A. If he gets out to a slow start, that's fine. He's probably just making adjustments at the minor league level. But man, you just watch him. He's got a silky smooth swing. He's gonna be really fun to watch. I think.
I can't
very,
wait.
very fun to watch.
I will be there no matter what.
Kylian Mbappe.
Talk about a big May. If we're talking about Mayer, Big May.
Love
Marcel
John
Meyer.
All
Yeah.
right.
Anyway, last 28 days in High A Salem, 17 games, 23 hits, 7 doubles, 6 home runs. He hit 315. His on base was 354. The OPS was over 1,000.
I'll take that,
folks. That'll get you a call up.
Yeah,
it will. It absolutely will.
What'd you say the OPS was?
It was over 1,000. Like literally just a hair over 1,000. Slugging was 650. So
I would have slugged 651, but I guess that's pretty good too.
It's so cool he fell to them in that draft.
Yeah,
the Mickey Mouse season.
Yeah, if you're just going to be dog shit for 60 games, one way or the other, you might as well get a guy who ends up being a top 3 prospect in baseball and is potentially, your cornerstone alongside Devers on the left side of the infield for however many years. There's worse things.
Do we, I'm just looking at the 3 guys that went ahead of him. Yeah, it looks...
Henry Davis was 1. Jack Leiter was 2.
And then Jackson Jobe.
Jackson Joe Tigers, right?
Yeah, he's out for 6 months.
Oh.
He's got a lumbar spine inflammation, so that's tough for him. Yeah, but that's terrific. That's really just great stuff.
It makes you ask yourself, was COVID actually worth it at the end of the day?
It was. I've said that before.
Was COVID
actually I was going to say, was COVID even bad in the first place?
No.
Are we sure?
No.
I mean,
Jared Duran was right the whole time.
We all get to work from home now. Creature comfort's there. You know, we got to no lingering mental health issues for this man, of course. Maybe the pandemic was actually fine, and we ended up with Marcelo Meyer, so it ends up working out. But anyways, back to the big club. Again, I could keep saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I think the offense turns it around, and I think they have a good opportunity to do this at home, starting with Cincinnati. You know, Cincinnati's
not a good team.
not setting the world on fire whatsoever. You know, get back to Fenway, get back to the creature comforts there. I'm going to keep saying that for the rest of the day. Creature comforts one way or the other. But, you know, they can get back into the swing of things, which they're going to need before a big weekend series against Tampa, which, by the way, this upcoming weekend's series against Tampa, very weird that there's a scheduled doubleheader on Saturday. Very weird.
I was just realizing that, looking at the schedule now.
Scheduled
I had no idea.
right away.
Bizarre.
I mean, when's the last day of the season? Is it October 1st?
Let me see.
Which would be a Sunday, because something's going on September 30th. I'm not quite sure what it is, but
October 1st is a Sunday. That is the last day of the season.
yeah, it's just I don't like. Does everyone have a scheduled doubleheader this year? It's just strange. I'm not complaining. You know,
I like
The
it.
schedule was quirky this year. The fact that they didn't play yesterday on Memorial Day, that seems odd. But
right? I don't know. It just very, very strange to me. Very, very weird. Very weird.
Might have to go Thursday night. It's Sale versus Green.
Green looked good his last time out. Really good. What did he take, like a no hitter or into the 6th or the 7th inning? I believe was it a perfect
against
game?
the Cubs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that kid throws gas. He's pretty good. Again, just weird doubleheader on a Saturday.
Is this the first time we're seeing Tampa?
At Fenway.
No, yeah, we went to Tampa once.
Oh, we did go there.
That was fucking disaster of a 4-game series.
four-game
that's
sweep,
right.
It was awful. Yeah, that was down in St. Pete. So.
Now it's coming back to me.
I will say, I mean, obviously the Rays are a really, really, really good baseball team. I don't think I'm, telling any tales of the school there. The Rangers overtook them in run differential very quietly, I feel. Rangers have a better run differential.
I wasn't taking the Rangers seriously going into this season.
I was not. I thought it was like, that's cute.
Yeah.
I was like, this is cute.
DeGrom's dead. He's not even doing anything for him.
Nate's their ace.
Well, good thing they have Martin Perez and Nate Eovaldi.
Yeah.
They want to be us so bad.
2021 American League runners-up, Eovaldi and Martin Perez. So, okay, that kind of puts a pin into the offensive discussion. Let's take a break real quick. Let's step away here. We'll be right back after these short messages.
But first,
Pearl Jam. He looks so decrepit.
Poor guy. I felt bad for him. My heart went out.
He looked really banged up about the Celtics game. But
yeah. So
anyways, that time.
I love that song.
Yellow Ledbetter.
It's a good song.
Yeah, great song.
I think we've talked about it, but yes, it is a very good song. Pearl Jam's good, man. I like Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
They're not like my favorites, but they're good.
No, they get a bad rap.
They get a bad rap?
Well, as like kind of
people will make fun of the grunge like singing, yes, but I feel like generally speaking people like Pearl Jam.
I like
Ten's a great album. Better Man. Things of that nature.
The Rangers rotation has been nasty, guys.
Yeah, John Gray.
Are we doing C's talk?
We will. We'll like have that be like our kind of like third and final.
Casas' Savant page is actually pretty good.
Yeah, again, that's a testament
like
to how
genuinely, genuinely good.
Hold on, I gotta call
that 94th percentile walk percentage.
Tasty.
He's got an eye.
He didn't call. Like the lady just called me. Hold on, before we restart, I just gotta see what Missy Mo has to say. She's probably on her way home from work and has to swap the cars in the driveway. Hello? Hello, hey, what's up? Hi. There you go. Okay.
Where are you sitting tomorrow, Jake?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Liam, we bought the cheapest seat, and we're gonna move around and find you, my friend.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. I also have the mic. I don't know if the microphone has it.
I think my tickets were like 22 bucks
Okay.
a pop.
I'm doing the podcast right
nice.
Yeah.
now. Alex says hi.
Hi, Alex.
We're doing our commercial break thing right now, but when I'm done with it, we can swap out the cars in the driveway. Okay, sounds good. That's okay. It's all right. Don't worry about it. All right. See you. Drive safe. Love you too. Bye. Women, am I right? No, no, joking. All right, start this up.
I'm joking.
I'm joking. Oh fuck! I gotta watch the new season.
Same.
I haven't
Yeah,
started
me
it
too.
yet.
Yeah, I love
The
that.
fucking the baseball tonight. Damn it. I guess. I mean, if we wrap this up in time, I can kind of start getting
You might be able to catch a little bit.
one or two of it. So okay, before first pitch. So. All right, 3, 2. We're back. Pod on Lansdowne. Fitz, Jake, Liam, as always. Glad you could join us. You could join us on our voicemail line as well throughout this entire season. A reminder, we're going to keep plugging that bad boy. If you have any thoughts or questions for the show, you can call us at Liam. You know what I'm going to do.
617-420-2431.
You got it. You got it. Off the dome. Round of
Had it the whole way.
applause.
Had it the whole way.
Yep. Took you 3 or 4 tries to get it, but you got it no matter what.
Practice
Now,
practice makes perfect.
Maybe I'll
Give us
get
a
you
call.
again. Maybe I'll double check it again. You know what I mean? Just to make sure it's like muscle memory at this point. We'll try that next week. Or
Smart.
maybe we'll switch it to Jake. We'll put Jake on the hot seat for
Ooh.
remembering it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Again, 617-420-2431 is the voicemail line. The Twitter is also at Pod on Lansdowne for the show, at Fitzy Mopania for myself, at Liam Fennessy _ for the phone number knowledge haver, and at Jake Wallinger for Jake Wallinger. I don't know if you could have put that together. So, pitching, fellas. That's the other part of baseball. You talk about hitting, you talk about the offense, bats on balls, things of that nature. Well, they have to be
Yeah.
pitched in the first place, and you get that from pitching. Glass half empty, glass half full kind of situation you got going on here. Cutter Crawford being back is healthy. That's great. Chris Sale looks legitimately back. I know we always say anytime he has anything resembling a good outing, he's back. Chris Sale's back. No, Sale actually legitimately looks like he's back to ace level. You know what I mean? He's got that. He's got the macho on the mound. He's got that bravado that you've grown accustomed to when watching Chris Sale, and it's working out. He's missing bats. He's punching guys out. The dog is back. The Condor is back. Sale Day is officially back, folks. But then on the flip side, we got to talk about Tanner Houck, because Sunday was not great. After the start before in Anaheim was great.
Yeah.
So there's questions there. Some people think he should still be a starter. I think I lean the other way. I think I have seen enough of him as a starter. But
He's the perfect swing man. He's the perfect swing man.
So do we want to start with Tanner, and then we can maybe work to
Let's
the
do
good stuff?
it. Let's do it.
I
Here's the
can't
plan.
anymore, man. I can't.
Here's the plan. We Corey Kluber's on paternity leave. We just kind of tell him
And the
never to
sheriff
come
got called
back.
back up. Howdy.
It really is time for him to be a family man.
We tell Corey, hey, congratulations. Take the
Yeah.
rest of the year off.
Beautiful, healthy baby.
Be with your kid.
Yeah.
Be with the kid.
Tanner slides into that swingman role. Him and Pavetta, kind of your long man in the bullpen. Witt,
And
Crawford,
Witkowski, same deal.
Bello, Sale, Paxton. Rotation's kind of shaping up pretty nicely.
Because here's the thing, like you can.
Bayo might be real.
Yeah, Bale looks good.
Another guy who had a great May.
He had. We're recording this 5:45 Monday night, but the 17 strikeouts he had Tuesday night were fantastic. Obviously, actually, we're recording this on We're not recording this on Monday night. We're recording a Tuesday night. But yeah. I mean, the perfecto that he tossed against the Reds. Man, that was awesome. That was so cool.
Wish I had bought a ticket.
But no, seriously, he does look good. If he could just keep the walks in check consistently, And again, he's a young pitcher. That just comes with, getting more and more command. I think I've mentioned that before, but it's worth mentioning again. The raw stuff is there. Like, there's no doubt he has great raw stuff that if he could put it together, he could be the very good, number 2 guy for a rotation going forward. But yeah, with Houck, you see, again, at 2 innings at a time, the 3rd and the 4th innings in Arizona were 1, 2, 3. No complaints. Bada bing, bada boom, wham bam, thank you, man, in and out. He gives you 2 or 3 exquisite innings anytime he goes out. The blow-up inning just so happened to be in the 1st inning this time, but I've seen enough starts of Tanner Houck where it is just a complete, the rails go completely off the tracks. He gave up, 5 straight hits in the 1st inning? And over 4 innings he gave up 4 earned. I think that's what it was.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was 6 hits across the entire thing, 2 home runs, 4 earned runs in as many innings. Again, after a great outing against the Angels. It was a shame that the offense couldn't pick him up because he did look great against the Halos. But I've seen enough of these starts where he blows up and it's like, man, if you could deploy that 2 or 3 times a week, 2 or 3 innings at a time or so, that's effective in this day and age in 2023 Major League Baseball to have a guy that can build the gap from your starter to late inning guys like Chris Martin or like Kenley Jansen. That's valuable. That's how we all came to know and love Garrett Whitlock, Shortening games is taking a page right out of the blueprint of the 2014-2015 Royals. It worked for them. And to have another guy like a Josh Winkowski or I guess now Nick Pivetta, because Pivetta was good out of relief out of the bullpen on Sunday.
3 innings.
Oh,
right?
On Sunday, yeah. I thought in general. In
Cleaning
general,
that
it's
up a
been mixed bag.
But again, Pavetta's another guy where Pivetta will give you 2 or 3 sparkling innings, no problem, but he'll poop his pants for 1 inning. You know what I mean? That's the same kind of guy.
It's when you're trying to ask for more than 5 innings from these two that it's not going to happen.
But Crawford had a horrible first start of the year against Pittsburgh. I think he gave up roughly 15 earned runs.
I was there
against
I was
yeah,
there.
Was that the inning where they hit 3 home runs in the 1st inning, Jake? And then,
Yes,
I think so.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not great.
Not
Not ideal.
No,
but I'd still the fastball, man. Crawford's fastball.
Yeah. I understand, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how is the play? But outside of that Pirates game, Cutter's been legitimately great. And he had a stretch of about a dozen games last season where, as a starter, he was going 5 or 6 innings, and he, again, was legitimately great. He has given you multiple instances of him being a starter and him being viable as a starter. Whereas when it feels like almost every time when Tanner Houck is given the ball as a starter, it's just a matter of time before he has a blow-up inning. Now, he could have a gem like he did against Anaheim this past week. He had that game against Minnesota where he went 6 innings. It was great. And then in the 7th, things fell apart, but they were up by 20 runs, so it was just marginal at that point. But the fact of the matter is that this is not Tanner Houck's first blow-up. It just so happened to be in the 1st inning. Jesus, the 15 and a half video that we keep tweeting from the pod account, that kind of encapsulates what you see with him. Couple really good innings, and then it just implodes upon itself. That's valuable out of the bullpen to have. Someone who can give you 2 really strong innings to get to Martin and Jansen later in the game and lock down a win. To be able to have that a couple times a week, sign me up for that.
Yeah, I guess I just... It bothered... where I'm at right now with the rotation is, I think all 5 guys that are in it right now, I'm at least... it sucks when Houck has his blow-up innings, but at least it's not just a guy that stinks. If that makes sense,
right? Because you see when it works sometimes with Houck.
Yeah, Kluber was going out there and just shitting his pants every time out.
Kluber
and I was like,
genuinely
right,
stinks.
I'm
He's
tired
bad.
of this. With Houck, it's I guess I would probably prefer Cutter at this point, but I'm not. And again, every game counts, especially in how tight the AL wildcard race is. But I don't think Houck is losing games for you as a starter, but I don't think he's winning them either, if that makes sense.
But I think Cutter legitimately could. win you games. He's shown enough instances as a starter where he has, that upside.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fitz, I'm looking at his game logs from last year. He had a stretch from about June 12th through August 13th. So it was a 2-month stretch where he was routinely going 5-6 innings, and he never gave up more than 3 earned runs in a start.
That's what I'm saying. It's there. He's had some bad starts in his career, no doubt. I'm not.
Did he get hurt? Did he get hurt towards the end of last year? Because I mean, he had 3 horrid starts at the end of August, and then never pitched again.
I've kind of locked that away deep in my memory. The second half of the 2022 season.
Yeah, I don't remember if he. I don't remember.
I don't know. Apparently we didn't see him in September though. So, but hey, he had a good 2-month stretch. But that's when they were throwing the whole rotation was rookies. It was Seabold and Wink and
when they tried
Crawford.
Winkowski.
Yeah. So
and the old saying goes like a good reliever is just a failed starter. Blah 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 blah. There's no shame in that. Like Tanner could be extremely valuable as this swing kind of guy, like you mentioned, Liam. You're right.
we literally saw it in the playoffs when Sale got blown up in Tampa, and he came in.
Oh yeah,
we won. 6 innings.
We still won. How can we won the game? Yeah,
like having a guy like that in the bullpen
that's huge.
I mean, it is. It really is. I don't know what else we can really say about House,
especially when you could take it with grace, Nick Pivetta.
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
We tweeted out the "What are you gonna do? Stab me" picture with that, right?
Yeah, that was me. It was
that was a good one.
What are you gonna do? Send me to the bullpen? Man who was sent to bullpen. Speaking of pitchers saying things.
Oh God.
I'm scared. I'm scared right now. I'm scared. We've got a couple of guys on this roster that
could
say some things.
Might have some takes about the Los Angeles Dodgers right now.
Oh, what? Okay, so I'm not completely caught up on the Anthony Bass stuff. I know he spoke to the media today to sort of apologize, but I didn't see what happened prior to that.
Like what he's apologizing for?
Yeah, did he share something? Did he say something?
Yeah, he posted a video endorsing anti, like saying boycott Target or.
Of course.
Yeah. Right, I think
is that not an exhausting way to live?
I don't know how they do it.
Exhausting for people, right?
Sorry, I have the original video that Bass reposted. It said, "Here's the reason biblically why I believe Christians have got to be boycotting Target, Bud Light, and other corporations. This is
Jesus
evil. This is demonic. We won't stand for it." I think it's really funny to believe in Satan. I think it's funny. I think it's like when people are like, "Oh, this I don't know." That's actual schizophrenia. I think
Satan's gonna get you.
Yeah, the devil is real. That's weirder than believing in God. You know, it's there's an evil force who's
an evil man.
I don't even know what is that even. You are insane. You need to take pills or something.
Jesus Christ.
But did you guys?
I believe in the imaginary guy in the sky. I believe in God.
Do you believe in the devil, Satan?
Every yin needs a yang, I guess. At that point, how can I don't know.
It's just it's every I don't know. It's weird. I guess not.
I don't care if people believe it on one or not. It's just when they're dickheads and impose that upon other people's lifestyles and whatnot. That's what irks me.
It's just funny. It's funny to be oh, there's an evil guy running around, and he's
making y'all gay.
Dude, that's not even the funniest part of it. It's funny to be there's an evil guy running around, and that's why I can't get baby formula at Target. That's the insane part of this shit. That's crazy.
Can't crack a Bud Light.
Yeah, that's why I can't drink the most popular domestic beer on the market right now, Bud Light, because fucking. Jesus Christ.
The Sox need to confiscate every pitcher's phone for the next month, I think. Lock them out of all their socials for the next month.
Well, don't put your guard too up, because there's a center fielder who might also have some takes on the matter too.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Can't put all your eggs in one basket.
It's cool that Anthony Bass is just like top to bottom a piece of shit. Like it was
the popcorn thing.
Yeah, like
I was
it's
like,
funny
did we even know about that until the airplane situation on Twitter?
I didn't even know who the guy
No.
was until the airplane.
I knew the name, but
Yeah, I couldn't pick him out,
he
out
even-
of a police lineup. You know what I mean? Beforehand. And he's like, well, you know what? People are mad at me, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna yell about Target. That's what I'm gonna do.
It's
a strange man.
yeah.
Just again, does that way of life not get fucking exhausting? Where you have to complain about everything?
Oh, Trevor
that.
Williams got in on it too.
Yeah, he's exhausting.
right. That's
Exhausting.
the other one. I forgot about him. Yeah, that was today. That was 4 hours ago.
What did Trevor Williams say?
He posted a whole thing on Twitter like, as a devout Catholic, I am deeply troubled by the Dodgers' decision to reinvite and honor
boy.
their sisters.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares?
Also, like,
As a Catholic,
uh,
speaking as that, who cares? I'm Catholic.
what's the Christian Day? The Christian Day stuff is crazy. The
Talk about a heel turn for Kershaw.
Yeah. I mean, I
But
knew
he's like,
he was religious,
he insisted upon.
but
It insists upon itself, Lois.
it's funny, you know, and we don't need to get too deep into this, but like stuff like that, like, oh, I'll counter with a Christian Day or whatever. Like Christians are the least prosecuted people.
They've been doing the
ever-
prosecuting.
Yeah, to
they've
ever-
been doing it for
to ever
centuries.
walk-
This is
The earth, you know, it's like
Read a
they don't
book!
need. Yeah, like it's not a 1-to-1 thing where if we're gonna do an LGBTQ plus day here at Dodger Stadium, we gotta
even it
help
out.
We
Gotta
gotta
even
help
it
out the
out.
Christians, guys. These guys are going through it.
yeah. Walk-up music is Christ has died. Christ is no.
Gregorian chants.
Yeah, right. It's fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame music.
And that's I
Leading
think
us in.
where it comes from. It's like no one is attacking. I guess their perception is that because we want these people at
To feel welcome.
at Dodger Pride Day. That goes directly
It's a
against what I
threat.
believe it. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, but they love everyone, Jake.
That's their
They
prerogative.
love
Right, of
everyone.
course.
That's right.
Of course.
It's
No,
not very
Jesus said to
Christ-like
love
of them.
everyone. But Jesus said, I believe it was in the gospel according to Luke, that thou shalt not crack open a Bud Light because it makes you feel uncomfortable.
you know I love and respect everyone, of course. But
Skip, I want to address this issue.
Jesus talking to Skip Bayless.
Bayless nods.
Jesus would be a great guest on early 2010s First Take.
Jesus, what's your take on the decision? Where's LeBron gonna sign? Is he gonna sign in South Beach? Is he gonna sign in New York?
That feels like a South Park bit.
Jesus on First Take. Yeah.
Could be Family Guy too. This is even stranger than the time when Jesus and Skip Bayless were talking about LeBron.
So that all that is silly and dumb.
That's culture war on Lance.
Yeah, we love
Yeah,
the
right.
culture war. Loves his culture war. Loves his culture war.
Hey Lois, I'm the moderator of Undisputed with Shannon Sharp and Jesus Christ. Jesus, I gotta talk about LeBron, Jesus. Skip. Anyways.
Yep.
Skip! Anyways. The pitching. Chris Sale, really good.
Yeah, sure.
Where were we were still talking about Tanner Houck? That was a big. that was a big detour.
I'd tell you though to kick it right off with Kluber again.
Anyways, back to making fun of Kluber.
Had he been demoted by when we recorded last week?
Ooh.
I
I don't
remember.
think no. It was the very next day because I remember Fitz. I think it was either you tweeted it from your personal or the pod where you're like, "Good thing we did 20 minutes on Kluber
right, yeah,
last
yeah.
night."
Yeah, it was from the pod. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I tweeted the from my personal. I tweeted the soccer player celebrating to Paradise by Coldplay in the background. Great video. Good one to have that in the arsenal. No pun intended. But yeah, I mean, if you could just mop up. Just mop up. Make sure the doors are locked, Corey. Turn the lights off when you're done. Just mop up when we're up
Just
or down
make
by
him
10 runs.
he's an honorary clubby at this point.
Alex Cora should ask himself, is this a situation where I can use a position player to pitch? If the answer is yes, that's when what number is he? What number is Kluber? 28. That's when you warm 28 up.
Yeah. Yeah, he's toast.
Yeah.
He's toast. Paxton, bad last start, but that's okay.
Still encouraging. It happens. I'm not too worried.
Witt, I don't know.
Whitlock will be fine.
Whitlock
will be good.
But yeah, Bayo went, so things are all right. Things are all right there. I don't know. We'll see.
Things are looking up. And again, it's better to have more options than less options. This is a good problem to have, generally speaking, for the Red Sox.
That's a great way to look at it, Fitz.
Yeah. So, anyways, want to step away for another break here?
Yeah, come back with a little hoops.
Let's do Our Liam said he's been festering. He's been stewing in this anger all day. So I'm expecting big things from Mr. Fennessy after the break, which is right now. You eating something? You eating some ice?
Yeah.
I've kicked that habit.
I love.
Is it bad for you?
I don't know if it's outwardly bad for you, but it is addictive.
I don't think it's encouraged.
It's water. What do you?
It's frozen water. It's not.
Yeah, it's scrumptious.
It's not water. It's ice.
It really is. What? Whose ice are you eating? Duncan's got some good ice sometimes.
See, I disagree. No, I think Duncan has some pretty mid ice.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say it's. I mean, if I had to pick, going back to the culture wars, Chick-fil-A's got great ice. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. The Pebble ice.
Lemonade ice is the best ice there is. Ice that was free,
like partially melted with the lemonade taste to it.
So Disney World at Hollywood Studios, the Toy Story Land there, they have this cocktail called Adult Lemonade, and it's like cherry vodka lemonade. It's delicious, but the ice that they put in it, the only way I've been able to describe it is squishy ice. It's not like a slush. Squishy. I don't know what it is. It is firm, but it's like a perfect consistency on the ice. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's ice. It's frozen ice. It's not a slush or anything like that. But the consistency on the ice, it's one of those things you just have to see it for yourself. You need to see it to believe it. It's exquisite ice.
Okay.
I saw Starbucks is changing their ice.
Something
about like preserving water. I don't know.
I'm not sure how that works, but sure.
Nah, me neither.
Well, if you freeze the water, you can preserve it that way.
It's a great point.
How do you? It's just all right.
This is great B-roll.
This is literally
Ice
right
on
there.
Lansdowne.
I already wrote it there.
Ice talk.
Good B-roll.
Ice talk.
There. I already wrote it into my notes. Talking ice, not talking ice hockey.
Fitz, you get Tears of the Kingdom yet?
No.
Okay.
Been very busy. Very, very busy over the last couple of... A lot of wedding stuff. Got the bridal shower this Sunday, fellas.
Oh.
Yeah.
I will be there no matter what.
Oh, yeah? meet us at Marina Bay. Just Jake walks in. Not even with Sophie, just Jake. Hey, guys.
You hear? What do you say?
What do you hear? What
do you say?
Oh, did we... I don't know if I'm late on this or not. Did we know that they're giving away Yoshi inflatable dumbbells in August? I was looking at the promotional schedule.
That one's not bad.
August 30th, I think it's the Astros.
That's not a bad
juicy?
promotional one.
That's, I mean, outside of the lame
Excuse me.
WBC.
That was disgusting. Sorry, guys.
Outside of the lame WBC bobbleheads.
Yeah, I'm uninterested.
And Jim Carrey Koji. There's nothing really else.
Yeah,
the inflatable dumbbells could be speaking to me.
The fucking Braves alone with the Outcast bobblehead washed everyone.
So cool.
Unreal.
Oh, we got Justin Turner.
Oh no! Did he say something?
No. The Justin Indiana Turner bobblehead.
Oh, is that like a? Do you have to like buy a special ticket for that though?
Yeah, I think.
Like Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Depending on how good this movie is coming out.
By all accounts, not.
Yeah, I've so far I've heard bad things.
Yeah.
But again, make it. Barbie is about to be cinema though. Barbie's about to be big time cinema.
Yeah, that
legitimately think
great.
it will be a good movie. Like the people behind that. I mean, I trust Greta. I trust Greta Gerwig. You're talking to Little Women 2019 enjoyer, Fitsimo Pena. So, anyways, let's get back into this.
I'm sorry. Okay.
We're back. Thank you, friends, for sticking around on this segment of pod on Lansdowne. Any other baseball talk? Do we want to just get into the ragging on the teams that play on Causeway? Little pot on Causeway segment here.
Yeah, let's just put him to bed.
Set
Put
him.
him to,
Yeah.
put him to bed.
Fucking frauds. Both of those franchises that play on Causeway Street.
Let's not. I don't need to waste my breath on the Bruins right now.
Fraudulent.
Let's just do
Frauds.
I can't go,
People,
I can't.
they're part of it. They're part of it.
No, Fitz, I know, but I can't talk about my Bruins right now.
Well, we've already, we've given them time. We've talked about them. Yeah, we don't have to discuss it any further. I guess you're right. But, God, fucking, man, I would have rather have gotten swept. Honestly.
I saw people giving that take the poo poo last night, but I'm kind of with you, Fitz. Like, what was the point?
I don't know.
Is this all-
I don't
this
know
all
if I
there
agree
is?
with that. I don't know if I agree.
I
with that.
don't want to be sitting up there like what could have been. Like the worst outcome would have been a close Game 7 loss. Like I'm
Yes,
grateful
that's
that they
correct.
showed some fight
I mean-
after laying down and dying the first 3 games, especially Game 3 there, and blowing Game 2 was pathetic. But I'd rather just lose without a shadow of a doubt. I'd rather it be decidedly like the better team won here. We got our heads kicked in than. It's the heartbreaking close losses. It's the it's the helmet catch games. It's an 18-1 Super Bowl loss. That's what makes you lose sleep at night, not when you get blown out. Be like, okay.
I think. My problem with pushing it to Game 7 and then not finishing the job, I feel like it makes it less likely for them to want to shake things up.
Well,
over
okay.
the summer.
I want to touch on
That's
that. I wanna
my
tou-
big
I want to touch
thing.
on the shake things up. So
Is there one player you'd like to get rid of, Mr. Hollinger? I wonder who.
Okay, so we'll get into Jalen in a second, but I'm seeing things like they keep running it back, expecting a different outcome. They have been a real contender with Tatum as the guy for 2 seasons.
Like they made it to the conference finals a couple years before these last 2 years. They were in the bubble conference final, which I get that's bubble basketball.
I hesitate to make any real takeaways from the bubble.
They
Like,
had
that's
LeBron
fine,
on. They had LeBron on the ropes in 18 at home.
but
Yeah,
that
they
was
did push that to
that
Game
was
7.
the East was fucking pathetic, and Tatum and Brown were both children.
I'm just saying that they were close to winning the conference there, and LeBron turned into LeBron again. You know what I mean? So
I mean, okay, yeah, whatever. But now
Point
Jason Tatum is your guy. He's 24 years old right now. He'll be 25 soon, I believe. And I don't know, like all these great guys, they don't win rings when they're that young. I don't think there's anybody that's
I did see that tweet where it's like
been
MJ
the guy.
won his first,
and
LeBron
I
won
know,
his first.
and I know the
and-
rest of the core is a little older, so that's kind of where you run into the issues. But I don't think you need to blow it up. I think you need to have some tactical moves made.
the team will
and
still be. I mean, the East is generally
the
speaking
East-
weaker than the West.
I think even if you traded like obviously you wouldn't do this, but if you traded Jalen for literally nothing tomorrow and then ran it back otherwise, you would still be probably the second best team in the East.
Behind Milwaukee.
Yeah, Philly's not better than you, especially if Harden walks. And then I thought the Cavs were good, but they got fucking embarrassed by the Knicks. So I don't know.
Has
if they're
Milwaukee
real.
hired a coach?
Yeah, they got
Who they got?
Toronto's assistant.
No, so Toronto's assistant, not Nurse, because Nurse
No,
signed
Nurse
with
went
the
to
Sixers.
Philly.
Nurse went to
Yeah.
Philly, yeah.
Yeah, where he will undoubtedly kill Joel Embiid. So
Did Monty sign anywhere?
no.
Anyways.
Yeah, I don't envy Brad Stevens right now. I'll say that. You've got a tough offseason coming
Gotta
up.
look yourself in the mirror.
Honestly, Jalen pisses me the fuck off, but I think in my heart of hearts, I've thought about it all morning. I'd probably run it back like 90%, probably with one acquisition or something, one more year. Because to be fair, like they're probably in the final. I mean, their best player rolled their ankle 20 seconds into the game last night. Like that's
Yeah, that didn't help things.
Really good defender.
and I don't not to make and Jalen should have been able to pick up some slack and make it a game, but that's a hard thing to overcome. Like
The thing that was so frustrating about watching Jalen there, it's like, you know what? Like they were bricking threes, but it's not like they were getting consistently bad looks. They were getting open
No, they were
shots
getting
from
good
the
looks.
corner. They were getting some good, clean looks. They just weren't falling. And that's frustrating, but it is what it is. But then on top of that, they made some just completely boneheaded decisions. What was that one? Like Smart, like took it in, like into like mid-range in transition, and then immediately like went backwards to take a three, to throw up a three with a hand in his face. That was a brain dead decision. Brown had about 2,500 of those brain dead decision shots. Brown completely shooting himself in the foot with the turnovers. What do you have? 8 turnovers on the night?
That's correct. 8.
That's awful. That's inexcusable. It's not like he was
especially
just
with only 19 points too. Because if you're scoring, and you're trying to like,
you
make
can
stuff happen,
excuse
trying to pull a
Right.
Russell Westbrook.
You can excuse. I mean, yeah, honestly, you can excuse some turnovers if you're putting up numbers, assists, and point. But he wasn't, and he's.
And
still
it's also
taking the ball
not
over
just
8 times.
some turnovers. It's damn near 10. Like you can't have that. I can't have it. I can't have it.
Yeah, I mean the Tatum thing fucking sucks. I saw nothing this I saw nothing this postseason that made me think less of him. I think he's the guy.
Yeah, he's the franchise. He still had like 12 boards, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So he was still even
He
the
had
guy
a
can't move
marginally-
laterally, and he's still contributing something.
Yeah, and I think he had like 16 points too.
That's commendable. You know,
Yeah.
it sucks that he got hurt there, and he was very clearly hurting. He was like weeble wobbling as
He's
he
like
was going up and
grimacing
down.
all night.
Yeah, but at least he gave a commendable effort there, and shout out to D White too. White had a commendable game, but
He's the guy. He's special.
yeah,
He's special, D White. So I think if I'm Brad Stevens, I listen to everything this offseason, but other than Tatum, White, and I probably don't trade Rob Williams just
No, you
because
can't trade Rob.
I don't think you get back in return.
Who do you have in the front court if you don't have Rob Williams?
You would make other moves that you would bring in a center for.
Yeah,
but
but
I
like
think,
impactful and as what Rob could do.
I think a healthy.
when he's
I don't
healthy.
know. You got to get Rob on like a fucking nutrition thing or something. I don't know. Just
Load
try to make
management.
it so his bones don't break and is brittle. He was such a force this whole series. Rob, a healthy Rob is is an unbelievable basketball player.
Yeah.
So I don't, and then after that, I don't really care. Horford's a bench player now. He obviously cannot sustain starting minutes anymore.
They're lucky to have gotten what they have out of Horford at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Shout out to what he's given to the team. But
Yeah.
Sun's getting real low there.
Smart, I don't know. Great guy, but he
I love
pisses me
Marcus.
off sometimes.
Yeah.
If somebody blew you away with an offer, I guess I don't know. I could go either way. Brogdon, I don't know. I don't care. Maybe you could sell high. He won 6th Man of the Year. I don't know.
He was very clearly injured.
Yeah, well, I don't even understand why he
I don't
played
get why
last
he
night.
came in the game last.
Like,
yeah, so dumb.
useless.
So dumb.
Liam, what are your
Such
thoughts
a
about this, pal?
non-factor.
Because you were saying in the group chat you were saving some takes for the pod.
Well, I think the rage has subsided to just apathy at this
Well,
point
then
in the
get
day.
rageous. We're recording. We're rolling.
but-
Get that rage back
That's how
up.
I woke up. I was like, oh, okay.
But I mean, to me, still, both tenets of that arena, fraudulent. Two titles since '86. They just keep getting so close, and they have nothing to show for it. What is it? I think I saw today the Celtics had been to 11 conference finals in the 2000s or in the 21st century.
Yes, it's the turn of the century.
And they've made it out twice.
No, that's not right.
Or made it out 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's right,
08,
3 times.
08, 10,
10.
and then last year.
Yeah.
Which if Kendrick Perkins doesn't get hurt in 2010, they win that series.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well,
Here's what, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend
Yeah, right? If wishes were fishes.
I watch either team every night like I do the Red Sox. So
Oh,
I can
yeah,
appreciate how
take
I can
anything that I say with a grain of salt. I'm more of a casual
Yeah.
Celtics and Bruins fan,
like,
admittedly.
I can appreciate how difficult it is to win a championship in this day and age with
course.
expanded playoffs and all the teams in the league now, as opposed to when the Bruins and Celtics were, winning titles left and right in the 60s and 70s and 80s. Just kind of
Just
wish
the
there was
nature
more
of
to
how
show.
it's going down. It's the
Yeah,
nature
just
of-
kind of like we talk such a big game. I mean, let's be real. Like, if it weren't for two gentlemen by the name of David Ortiz and Tom Brady, like, what would this town really look like right now?
Well,
Curtis
I think
Curtis Lascanic erasure like you read it. Jesus, the disrespect.
You know,
man.
he was third on my list, but I decided to leave
Yeah,
him
you know,
off.
you can't list everyone off. You know,
It's just kind of like,
the
both
Bruins
teams.
thing. The Bruins thing is legitimately, like, they wasted like 15 years.
Oh,
of
yeah.
several Hall of Famers on the roster.
completely
So that's-
shitting the bed
so
in,
throw
in
that out.
2019 Game 7 in any home game you had there for the most part.
The Celtics, I mean, they got the one in 08, and then KG got hurt in 09, and that kind of
They
fucked
probably
everything
would have
up
won
for
in
the rest
09
of
if he
it.
didn't get hurt.
Yeah. So then that was kind of, I mean, again, like, Tatum is still a little baby boy.
He's only 19.
Yeah, I mean, when when you do say it like that, like, and it does make me feel a little bit better. But I mean, the team around him at large, I mean, it could look completely different. And
Oh, he just
24
turned
months.
25. He just turned 25. So
Yeah.
that's,
yeah,
I mean,
and again,
I don't know.
losses happen. It's just the nature of how these losses are getting. That's maddening.
like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, like I'd rather be a middling, mediocre.
Yeah, I
Charlotte
think that's
Hornets
you know,
fan,
Mark.
you
know?
Yeah, like no, like we're in it every year, and that's great. It would
Yeah,
just
like
be
the
nice to win
the
one.
Kings just made it to the first round of the playoffs, and they felt like they had won it all. You know what I mean? They didn't win
Yeah.
it, but you know,
And like that stuff's cool, but I mean, for
a
the big
tortured
game,
existence.
For
you know?
yeah, I mean for the game we all talk here, Titletown, City of Champions.
Could be worse.
Guys,
You could be an
that-
Arsenal
that-
fan. You could root
that-
for
that-
Arsenal FC.
That era is kind of
No, that era's over.
fellas.
That era's
yeah,
over.
that
for
that
sure.
20-year
Yeah, we're back to we're paying the piper,
Yeah.
and you know what? Wouldn't trade it for
No.
anything else.
and,
It's an amazing run.
let's be real, like things aren't bad. I wouldn't want
No,
to
of
be a
course
fan
they're not bad.
of any other.
The Red Sox are the
Yeah.
number 9 team in the MLB power rankings, Liam. How could they be bad?
It is crazy though that the Pats won that Super Bowl in February of 19, and it has been. It hasn't been like the teams have been bad since then, but there have been like 10 different crushing losses since then in the various sports. You know, there's
21
right after
ALCS, 19 Cup, the couple of losses that the Celtics have had, the loss to the Panthers just now. Mookie Betts,
yes,
that's
Celtics.
straight
My-
happened. I'm going to
my-
count that as
my
a
bel-
loss.
Brady leaving.
Brady,
yeah.
My beloved,
no, it's
my beloved Revs set the MLS
Yeah.
points record and then got bounced in the first round.
yeah. most
Another
certainly
team
did.
that gets there. They've been to 5 MLS Cups and haven't won a single one. So
Yeah.
another fraudulent organization.
Boston
But
Pride
like
getting the job done, though.
That's
Yeah.
true. They're the only ones we can hang our hat on.
But like Fitz said, Sox are 9th in the power ranking, so we might be. It's okay. Things are looking up.
Things Tatum's only 25.
Yeah.
Sox are number 9. You know,
Pasta signed an
Yeah.
extension.
here we come.
Caleb
Don't let us get
Williams is
hot.
going to be the quarterback of the Patriots this time next year when we draft him.
Don't
all good.
let us win. Don't let us win Game 8.
Didn't JaVale McGee say that once? Like we'll get him in Game 8. I think they lost the Game 7. That may have been like an internet, like someone just made up, like like Abraham Lincoln's quote. Don't believe everything.
I
you
saw
read on the
people
internet."
doing that with Jaylen Brown today on Twitter. They were like, "Don't let us win Game 8." Quote Jaylen Brown.
Oh man. So. Yeah,
But hey, it's baseball season now, boys. So
baseball's the floor
no
is yours.
distractions.
Our
Yeah, that's
nation
right.
turns its lonely eyes to the Red Sox.
Yeah. We're counting on you,
Yeah.
the sheriff of sucking you off.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Where have you gone, Rafael Devers?
Our nation turns its lonely eyes to you.
Corey Kluber, this town is yours.
He has the key to the city.
Him and Bobby Dahlbeck.
Bobby
Connor Wong
actually
runs
is going to
this
get the
town.
keys to Worcester at this rate.
The way he's sitting
he's
there,
gonna be the mayor.
Yeah, he's
he's gonna kill some poor train conductor.
fellas. I'm tired. I'm
Yeah.
tired of this.
Yeah, do we want to put a pin in it there?
I'm tired of this shit.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
I would still
That's all we
say,
got.
I'd still. I mean, I don't know. You can't bet on something like this, but I bet the Celtics win a ring in the next 3 years.
I think so. I think they have one of the best future outlooks.
Yeah.
You know, LeBron's getting older. The Warriors are going to be in shambles soon enough. Because they gave Poole the bag, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So I mean,
Well, yeah, that's the East. I'm not moved really by anybody.
yeah. And then you look at the East, like you just outlined a couple. Like Philly can't get out of the second round.
No.
The Heat are the wild card, I guess. Clearly, fucking clearly, the Heat are the wild card, right?
Heat culture, man. It's a real thing.
Heat culture, yeah.
Heat culture.
Pat fucking Riley.
Pat fucking that fake ass Italian. Pat Riley. He's Irish. His last name is Riley,
Yeah.
and he slicks his hair
He's
back.
one of us.
The
He's
Knicks
one
and
of us.
the Knicks and Cavs are there. You know, they're
They
there,
exist.
Not really though.
but not. Yeah,
you know, but not really.
Same with the Nets. Yeah, it's the Bucks and Celtics. I think still have the clearest
Just load up.
outlook.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
But these windows can slam shut right away. You think you have a couple years, and then you think you have home court advantage, and then Jason Tatum rolls his ankle on the first fucking possession of the game.
I will say, well, yeah, yes, but everybody is talking about like, oh, you don't want to be the 12 Thunder, like, oh, they thought we had a bright future.
What?
That's
With Smart and Brown next to Tatum?
yeah. Well,
Are we
that.
comparing
Also-
big threes? That's absurd.
Also, like
Yeah.
Harden was their sixth man, and then the Thunder were still very good for another 5 years. Like they didn't make
Yeah.
the finals again, but
they almost fucking
they
were up
blew a
3-1 on the
3-1 lead.
Warriors.
Yeah, like I mean,
The 73-9 Warriors. They had them on
that's
the
such
ropes.
a
Yeah.
that is such a specific
Revisionist
example
history.
of a team that you thought. And Harden only is in hindsight was an important part of that. Like
Yeah,
he was a
it
it
wasn't
was a
like
good,
he was on a Hall of
he was
Fame
a good
track at
sixth
that
man, but it wasn't. You didn't.
It
have,
wasn't until he got to Houston. We were like,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
So.
you know what? Yeah. So whatever.
To quote Matty Healy, like context in the modern debate, I just took it out.
DeAndre Hopkins, maybe to the Pats. We don't know.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but
They're one of 4 finalists.
it would be nice. Oh, really? Well, who are the four
according
finalists?
according to Chef. Bills.
I love that decision for my Hollywood Brown stonks and Dynasty.
Bills, Chiefs, Pats,
Browns probably, right, with Watson. Nasty man.
Bills, Chiefs. Hold on. Bills, Chiefs. Yeah, you're right. Browns.
Bills, Chiefs, Pats, Browns.
Yes, sir.
Okay. one of those 4 guys that playing quarterback is not like the others.
No. Watson
Can you
is
tell
black.
me which one? Well, Josh Allen's white.
What's Mahomes? He's light skinned, I guess, right?
How about Josh Allen?
Mahomes.
And Harry Seinfeld.
Watson is a
Nasty
rapist.
Predator.
Man. Piece of shit.
Is a sicko.
Yeah.
Josh Allen. Oh my God, Liam. Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld. Devastating.
That is
Jover.
tough.
It's
Nah,
true.
she's not going to be making trips off to Buffalo. I don't. See
I was
that
thinking the
once
same
season
thing. This
starts.
is yeah.
Once
You
the
don't think
season
she's going to be
starts,
jumping off tables?
No, you won't see her in Buffalo.
Or jumping into tables, rather.
Covered in ketchup and mustard.
Yeah, buffalo sauce. Oh, man. God.
What are those
Anyways,
pants like the Zubaz?
Zubaz.
or-
Zubaz pants, yes.
Yeah, Haley. She'll be rocking those.
Throwing snowballs and dildos on the field in Orchard Park, New York, I believe. I think it's Orchard Park.
That's right. That's right.
I think
It
that's
is.
correct.
So
That new stadium. That new stadium.
yes, they are. So, all right. Is that actually it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's all we got.
Okay. All right. So thank you for listening to this episode of Pod on Lansdowne. And of course, we'll probably do 15 more minutes from here. But we appreciate you taking your time with us every Wednesday or whenever you listen.
And if you listen Wednesday, Liam and I will be at Fenway tonight, Wednesday night. If you want to kick our ass, as always, let us know.
That's true.
Loge 101. That's where I'll be.
I don't even
think
know
Jake
where my
is
ticket
meeting
is.
up with me.
Yeah,
so
I'll come over there.
we'll both be in 101.
I
Yep,
might be
come-
going to one of the games this weekend. I
Come
might.
kick our ass.
I might. I might. TBD.
Nah, I feel like I got to. It's the Rays.
Yeah.
Gotta
I'm
catch
gonna see
one.
I'm gonna see what I can do. I can't go Sunday, but maybe Friday or Saturday.
Same.
I liked what we did last week with the reply with an emoji. If you made it to this far in the episode, let's keep that
Yeah,
going.
I mean it's only an hour. It's only an hour 10. This week.
was not bad.
Yeah.
So, but again, this is for people who know. What emoji should it be? That's the question.
To make it the chef this time.
No.
Chef?
Let's do a funny one. No, the
Chef's funny.
It's cooking.
How about?
He's cooking.
How about Let's do like a random one. How about?
Yeah, it has to be
the-
obscure.
How about the watermelon?
The watermelon?
Oh,
I'm fine
the slice of watermelon? Oh,
Slice
that
of
works for me.
watermelon.
Hey, it's officially summer. So
If you get to this part of the episode, tweet at us at Pod on Lansdowne the emoji of the slice of a watermelon, and we will reply with the emoji of a slice of a watermelon.
What if one of our listeners is like an Android user and they can't?
Your equivalent of a watermelon.
You're dirt.
And if
Just
you don't
send
know
us
how to
a-
find the emoji, just tweet out the words watermelon emoji at us. And we will-
send us a stock image of the watermelon.
You like what you see?
Of the one, like Paul Pierce with the rocket emoji. Just send us a picture. JPEG.
That works. I'm fine with that one way or the other. So, anyways, for Jake, for Liam, for watermelons everywhere, I'm Fitz. You've been you. Thank you very much for listening to this edition of Pod on Lansdowne. We will talk to you next week. Until then, go Sox. Obey your mother.
Obey your mother.
Obey your mother.